Okay, it's loading. Well, welcome. I'm Art Geiser, the creator of Energetic NLP, and I'm thrilled to have a guest tonight who's going to talk about something that I think is really important to people that are interested in energy work and working with the conscious and unconscious mind. So in Energetic NLP, we're always working with your conscious and beliefs and your unconscious programming, your energetic programming, karma, spiritual factors. We don't deal with some really important things like nutrition, exercise. So I'm thrilled to have Stephanie Newman here. And we've only just met each other. Stephanie and I are both part of something called the Big Results Toolkit, which is you sign up and for free you get programs that we normally sell. All of us who are part of it, we're giving away programs again that we normally sell. And so I was able to download Stephanie's, and I only had time to watch one of the videos so far, but I absolutely loved it. I think we're very kindred spirits in that we like to make things easy. We like to make them doable. We want people to have fun doing it. So you might be wondering, what is her topic? So her topic is how to include more of a plant-based diet. And so welcome, Stephanie.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me.
Really my pleasure. It's something I eat a lot of vegetables, but I want to make it a bigger part of my diet. So this is perfect planning. So tell everybody about what was your path to plants? What got you started on all this?
Well, we did grow up with a garden, and that was really nice. And I just enjoyed being out there and searching for those tomato worms and picking them off the plant. Those were always extra points if you found an actual worm and got rid of it.
Hated tomato worms.
Yeah. So eating veggies was a part of my growing up. And in fact, Mom had a rule of we have to have a salad every night with dinner. So we just did. It was just normal. Even as prices on the veggies or heads of lettuce, and usually romaine, not the iceberg stuff, but even when they would get really pricey to like $2 a head, which now is a bargain,
Right.
We still would have one. So
Wow.
It was a priority for my parents to make sure we had veggies. And then life happens, you grow up, you go out on your own, and you get old enough and you start having maybe a health checkup or a health scare that you're not really happy with. And that happened to me in 2009. Yeah. So kind of had a bunch of big life events all happen at once. And it was very, very stressful.
Wow.
And they did going in for those women exams. And they did one and said, oh, you have so many plugged ducts in your breasts. It's like looking at the bottom of the ocean, all the sand. Don't even know where to tell you what to start with to fix that. So, and I'd gotten laid off from the state. They were doing layoffs. The economy was tanking. We were going to have to put our house on the market. It was just a very stressful time. And so I got online. And I went, okay, wait a minute. Okay, what can I do right now to improve my health? I already knew get off wheat, citrus, and dairy. I knew that. But habits are hard to break. And so it's easy to start bringing in the cheese again and the salami and the, stuff with that. We live near wine country, so it's very easy to include those things in the diet. But I got rid of them all. And I was able to reverse the issues that were going on within 2 years. And all because of the way I ate and how I fed myself. And so that just spurred me on. I had to know more. And that fueled my drive and my I got to know more answers. And so I read and I Googled as much as possible. And, we're talking back in 2009. There wasn't as much stuff out there. And I guess we were all a little more trusting of the internet back then.
Right.
So,
True.
Right. It's there. It must be true. But still, always with a grain of salt. But I got to where I had read enough to understand first of all, what is healthy plant-based eating? How is it defined? How do you actually achieve that? And then how to create those systems so that it worked in my schedule for my week, so that I could feed my husband and I like this ongoingly and get the results and sustain those results.
When that's, like I said, the video that I watched, is what I was really liking about it, because you were making it easy and practical, because we're all so busy and we value time so much. And it's just easy to go, oh, frozen burrito.
Yeah, yeah. And what's interesting is that the more plants and plants, the veggies, the fruit that you add as a normal piece of your daily consumption of food, it gets to a point where you're like, you know what, I will eat 3 oranges for a snack right now, and that's okay. And I'm going to be okay.
Mm.
Whereas before you get to that point, it's like, an apple. You want me to eat an apple? How is that going to help me? I'm going to be hungry in a few minutes later. A banana, really? I don't like bananas. We get really fussy around our fruit. We just do, right? Or maybe we love the cherries when they're so beautiful and ripe in the summertime. But what about the fruit that's available the rest of the year and isn't so specialty? Why aren't we eating those things? Why aren't those normal? Why are they rotting in our fridge or on the countertop?
Well, I mean, I can totally relate to what you're saying, because there is times I think, I just let all that salad go bad, that lettuce, and why wasn't I eating it? And it's funny because the last week or two, I've just been adding more, like, oh, I can add lettuce to this, or I can add, I've just been looking for, you're going to think I'm crazy. I'll add vegetables to oatmeal in the morning.
You can, it's true. Yeah.
So this is perfect timing, because I've been noticing, like, I have all these opportunities to eat vegetables if I get creative around it.
And outside of this gift that I'm sharing with everyone for this giveaway we're participating in, I do have an ebook, 101 ways to add more fruits and veggies to your diet.
Oh, cool.
And it's shocking because I stopped at 101 because it kind of sounded nice saying 101, and I could have continued, because there are so many ways. But if we're going to go to that effort of buying the produce, prepping the produce, getting it out of those plastic bags that's rotting in to prevent the rot in the fridge, how do we get the most out of those buying dollars? And that's where I was stumped. And sometimes just the idea of a salad is too plain, it's boring, it's too cold out, I don't want to. So what I do in this 5-day challenge, this video set I'm offering, I show that just start with these 5 plant-based meal types. And starting with the types, understanding how to make that type in a general sense, the categories for it, then you can just mix and match ingredients to your heart's content, because it's always going to go together. It just goes together. So I give you some recipes so you can, because we all need some hand holding when we first start a new habit. But after you get through it and you get some confidence, you're like, oh, yes, I can make dinner. Yes, I can just grab some things out of the fridge, because I know my mix and match method. So I know it's going to be nutrient rich, it's going to be tasty, and it's going to satisfy my need for eating right now, because I'm choosing the meal type that sounds the best to me right now.
And so for everybody, it's popular right now to use the word challenges, and that may sound like you're going to be challenged, but tell us more about, it's almost more like a master class, or how would you describe your gift?
The gift it's 5 videos that show the meal types, and the only challenge is to learn something new, try something new. So watch the videos. They're brief. They're under 10 minutes, and one might be a little bit longer. They're brief. And watch them and see what you gained out of it. And then I have some graphics in there, some still images to make it simple and make it memorable. Take a photo of those. Print it out, put it on the fridge, just until you can start becoming familiar with, okay, this meal type, let me try these categories, or, of ingredients will go into this. Let me just make it once and see.
Nice.
Choose the ingredients that you really like.
So, can you share a tip or two with us right now?
Oh, sure. In the videos, I show how to blanch some veggies. And if you've ever, many of us have, but if you've ever gone to a like a steak place and you get a steak, I remember there was one place, Black Angus, I think, but they would always serve the steaks on like this griddle, and it was dark, and the meat was dark because it'd been cooked and seared, but then they would have this beautiful pop of color from the green beans. And I thought, well, how do they get these green beans to look so good? And you bite into them, you know they're not raw, and they're not mushy either.
Mm-hmm.
Blanch your veggies. So I show you how to do that as well. It's just a quick water boil, quick ice bath, serve. It's really simple.
Yeah, I did watch, and I was because I've always heard about blanched vegetables, and I went, oh, it's that easy? Just briefly cook them, dump them in ice water. Like, I think I can handle that.
Yes. And so everybody's kitchen is a little different. Everybody's cooktop is a little different. So get your pan, put your water in, and then when it's boiling, throw the veggies in, hit the timer, and see how they are in a minute. Because I know at one point I had a stovetop, and 1 minute in boiling water was all it took. I moved to another house, needed a little longer. So there's some flexibility here. It's not rigid and staunch, which is great.
Nice. And you mentioned water sauteing, which is something I would do, but I think I must be crazy. And I didn't know anybody else did it.
Oh, yeah, water saute is fantastic. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, the one thing I hated about veggies, they were oily. And like zucchini, overly cooked in oil saute is nasty. It's just mush. It's gross. Yeah. So even salad dressing, because we was growing up, we did an oil and vinegar thing. It was fine, but I liked it not oily. So water saute was the perfect solution for me. And it tastes just as fine. It's not like the oil really adds anything to it anyway.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, that's great. And I was curious, so for people that have maybe somebody they're living with, or they have guests who are a little maybe veggie phobic, who don't like, the veggies intruding on their meat or chicken or something, any tips for that kind of thing?
A couple things I've found successful is just accept when you come to love your fruits and veggies, and you feel confident that you know how to make a tasty dish with them, and you want everybody to try your dish, and you want them to want to make these dishes themselves, we're all going at our own pace. We're all in different places. So blanch the veggies, make them bright and colorful and rich, and maybe have people serve themselves. That's one thing. You can always have a separate little dish to put on their plate with the veggies in it, which is fine. Another thing is when you discover green smoothies, woohoo, yay. Now you want to share it. And the person you want to share it with is very timid about the veggies. Get their favorite little cup, their little glass, maybe their favorite shot glass, maybe the 2-ounce one, the little bigger one, right? And just put it in there and serve it to them and let them try it. I did that with one client, and she loved it. It was a quirky little glass, one of her favorite glasses. Yeah. But she said, you know what? Ultimately, later, she told me that won me over, because you didn't bring a quart-sized glass in there for me and expect me to drink it all. You brought me in something just to sample. And that was not overwhelming. That was doable. And that got her started into having smoothies. And she still does. And this is a quart size. This is very grande. A shot glass is just a little one. So start with something small and appealing.
Well, when you say that, I can think of all the times people do that. They give you a whole bunch of something you're not sure you want to eat. So then it's really not appealing. But also from my background in NLP, the neuro-linguistic programming, there's something called anchoring, where people make an emotional connection to something they see, hear, or feel. And which can be music or a visual, but it could be like, it's also like if you have a favorite little glass or plate, it's going to start making whatever's in it seem better. So that makes a lot of sense psychologically.
It just does. You know, like little kids, they get the little Band-Aid with Superman on it, or whoever's their favorite SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah.
It continues into adulthood. We have a connection to this tangible object.
It's true. It's very true. So again, we're both part of the Big Results Toolkit. You can go to the link that I'll put in the post, and both are, it's all free. You know, Stephanie's gift is great. I think you'll really enjoy my gift. There's a lot of, they're high quality gifts. They're not, some giveaways, people are taking things they normally give away for free and then giving them away. Alina Vincent, who put this all together, insisted that it has to be something that we sell for, you know, for money that we're now giving away, so that you're really getting something valuable. And I was pleasantly shocked when I was looking at Stephanie's. I really, really liked it. You know?
Thank you. Thank
Well,
you.
and it's the same style you're showing right here. It's sharp, but it's friendly and it's simple and direct. So all the things I like in a video. So
Yay. Well, thank you.
You know, other than like Avatar or something, but yeah, but this kind of video.
Oh yeah.
Any thoughts you want to leave people with? Words of wisdom, secret of life.
You know, that old thing we hear about, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing and expecting different results, right? So if we want new results, maybe the solution, the answer is eat differently. So start with one thing, one serving of veg, or one little bit of a smoothie, right? A little shot glass full of smoothie. Or watch the videos and decide for yourself where you would like to start.
Oh, nice. And I'll just piggyback on that I know whenever I switch to a healthier eating habit, there's a little period where maybe I feel like I'm missing something, but then it reverses. And I feel like eating the unhealthy food is like, ugh. So, you know, you grow, it isn't just growing accustomed to, but you grow to really like the difference in qualities of like that kind of fresh, tasty, healthy food.
Oh yeah. And you know what? Some people really respond to the color of all the fruits and veg, and some people don't. Some people say, I mean, they're plant-based, they eat all the plants, but they're like, you know, they just feel grounded and they like the savoriness of it. So try the 5-day challenge. I mean, watch the videos, pick out a meal type you would like to start with and see what most appeals to you. You know, is it the color? Is it the flavor? Is it the texture? And what's really fantastic is that when we get away from eating added salt and processed foods and all those oils and weird stuff that's in it, our taste buds heal. And it can just take a matter of days that we can now taste the more subtle flavors. And once that ability is brought back to the taste buds, then you're able to enjoy lettuce. Butter leaf lettuce is sweet. Never knew it until I helped heal up my tongue, right? The romaines, there's multiple styles of, or not breeds, what do you call it? There's different types of romaine lettuces, but they all have a subtle subtle flavor difference. Once your tongue heals and this stuff starts to become flavorful to you, it really helps to stay with eating them.
Oh, well, that makes so much sense. And it would explain what I was talking about, where all of a sudden, like, I guess that's it. All of a sudden you can taste it.
First time. Kind of, yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I've really enjoyed this. I want to thank you on behalf of the Energetic NLP community and anybody else who's watching. And again, I will put the link in just a little bit, and I encourage you to go to the Big Results Toolkit, get Stephanie's gift, get my gift, and there'll be a number of other great gifts. So thank you all, and bye for now.